with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
A very cold morning out there. In fact, so cold I actually brought out the wind chill map. Haven't used that one in a while. We'll put up those wind chills in just a few minutes. I did want to go over this freeze warning, which it's kind of in two phases. Let me explain with this current graphic, which we'll get to in just a second. First, I did want to show you these temperatures. 28 right now in Smithfield, 28 Taunton, 34 in Providence, 33 New Bedford, 37 in Newport, and 32 in Westerly. So a very chilly morning out there. Just make sure you grab the jacket. Now, our freeze warning continues for most inland spots until 9 o'clock this morning. So that's warning number one. Warning number two is a new one that has been issued tonight through tomorrow morning. That is for many spots along Narragansett Bay like Newport, which did not get a hard freeze overnight. So the bottom line is this: if you did not get the freeze last night through this morning, you likely will tonight. So if for some reason you're in Newport or along Narragansett Bay and you left one of those potted plants outside and it survived, you will want to bring that in tonight, because potentially tonight through tomorrow morning could be a little colder than what we're seeing right now. On the threat tracker, because of the freeze warning, we'll leave you in the yellow category for both this morning and then late tonight into tomorrow morning. But our daytime hours will be relatively quiet but pretty chilly. You can see a chilly view here from Narragansett. Sunshine trying to break up the chill, shining directly onto the lens there, and you can see our winds coming out of the northwest at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. A little breezier in Newport, so you factor in the temperatures with the breeze and you end up with a wind chill like this. How about a 25-degree feel-like temperature in Smithfield right now, 27 in Westerly, it feels like 30 in Newport, and 29 in New Bedford. And these winds continue to be brisk throughout the day, between about 10 and 15 miles an hour with some gusts of around 20. And that's because we have a lot of upper level energy, or a lot of movement in the upper levels of the atmosphere that'll mix down to the surface. But at least we have high pressure keeping things dry. You can see showers to our east, some snow showers to our west, but we are sitting pretty in between with the high pressure pumping in some of that drier air from the north. Now, our temperatures, despite the sunshine, will not make it even to the 50s today. You can see by noontime we're around 43 degrees, 46 by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Breezes will make it feel like the low 40s if you're out and about this afternoon. So the jacket, a good thing to keep with you pretty much for the entire day. And as we take a look at our temperatures by location, notice what's happening. Mid-40s pretty much everywhere. That tends to be the case when we get this land breeze coming in from the northwest. Perhaps a smidge cooler for high temperatures in places like Woonsocket or Lincoln will give you around 45 or 46 degrees for highs. Now, if you're heading over to a friend's house for the game tonight, watching the Pats-Colts game, you'll be driving to your friend's house with temperatures in the 30s, so likely needing the heat on in the car, and definitely by the time you're coming home from the game around 11 or midnight, as its temperatures falling to around freezing. And then I wouldn't be surprised to see many locations, especially outside of Providence like Exeter, go into the mid to upper 20s overnight through tomorrow morning. I did want to point out this disturbance we're tracking in the Gulf of Mexico, about a 20% chance of some tropical development. No immediate threat to us, but something we certainly need to keep an eye on. 7-day Futurecast shows that 30-degree low temperature for Providence tomorrow. But again, I'm thinking in Smithfield, you'll be easily in the 20s. It's a slow climb out of the 30s tomorrow morning, so definitely the heat on in the car for the drive to work. And then 49 for a Monday high temperature. It all starts to change, though, on Tuesday, a milder morning with a low around 40, 63 by Tuesday afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. We could pick up a sprinkle here or there Wednesday into Thursday, but those temperatures going back to those mild levels in the mid-60s. So even though it's a pretty cold shot of air right now, it is a temporary one.
That's a relief, at least.
Yes, it is.
All right, we'll rebound out of it for a little bit. Pete, thanks so much.
Yep.
Covering New England for you this morning, a group of parishioners who have held a vigil at a closed church. This is